Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's spring concert for Norup International School. We're really excited to have you here tonight. You're going to hear 3 bands perform. The first on stage in front of you is Norup's 6th grade band. These musicians played a couple times a week for the year last year as 5th graders, and this is their first year playing every single day of the week during the school day. So I'm really excited to present these students for you tonight. You're going to hear some classic pop tunes, a rock tune, as well as you're going to hear one of the most important parts of musicianship, improvisation. This is composing on the spot. And you're going to see that tonight from several of our musicians as we play a blues number for you. So we're really excited to get started. Thank you all for your attendance. This is Rock Around the Clock. So in that number, that was a classic rock and roll blues. The rock genre grew out of blues playing. And if we go back to a little bit of a different era, and we go back to the time of Duke Ellington, he wrote a tune that his band made really famous called Sea Jam Blues. And it's an incredibly simple melody, just 2 notes, but it's over that same 12-bar pattern that you just heard in Rock Around the Clock. So what we did with the 6th grade band is we took the basics, the building blocks that were in Rock Around the Clock, and we chopped them up, rearranged them, and then we added the melody of Sea Jam Blues over top of it, and we created a brand new arrangement. So you're going to hear the bass line from our low brass and woodwinds. You're going to hear supporting and melody rolls from our percussion and upper woodwinds and brass. And then the most important thing about this tune is you're going to hear solos. And solos are improvised. So the students right now are working with a blues scale, so a certain number of notes in a certain pattern, and they rearrange the order, they create the rhythm totally on their own, and then they also get the guts to come up and play in front of you, which is pretty exciting. So you're going to hear the following musicians on Sea Jam Blues. From the clarinet section, Miss Iris. In the trumpets, Mr. Jotham. Our trombone section is going to have a bit of a trio for you. On mallets, Mr. Awa. Bass clarinet, Kat. Regular clarinet, Hunter. And on drum set, providing our swing beat, is Mr. Noah. So we hope you enjoy our arrangement of Sea Jam Blues. grab your chair. If you played a solo, stand up. If you played a solo. How about that? Now that takes guts to get up and play in front of a packed house like this. That's a lot of fun. We really enjoyed sharing that with you. And you guys were an awesome audience. You guys knew instinctively when a soloist does a great job, you clap for him. That's a staple of jazz music. Congratulations to yourself. That's awesome. All right, our final tune for you, we hope you really enjoy. This is the classic Eye of the Tiger. Ready? No, that's all the band. Oh, I remember playing this. Ready? Can you see around it? All right, we have a special treat before the second band on our program. We have 5 students who have been coming in during lunch, and they were preparing a chamber ensemble event for Solo and Ensemble, which is a festival where students prepare music on their own and go play for an adjudicator and get a rating. It's sort of like the band festival, but all the responsibilities on the kids. And this group did an excellent job in their work, in their effort as peers, and in the musical achievements that they were able to arrive at. So they were encouraged to keep playing and not stop just because the event was over. So they did. And they continued to come in at lunch a couple of days a week, and they found music on their own. They did their own research. They sought some coaching from myself and other teachers in the area. And they really have put together a fantastic couple of tunes for you tonight. And I just can't tell you how proud I am as I sit in my office and listen to them rehearse and arrive at such mature musical decisions on their own. So I'm very excited to introduce to you Owen, Russell, Annie, Liam, and Eli, the Norup International Brass Quintet.
Hi, my name is Russell Calhoun. That is Owen Pittman, Annie Citron, Eli Tubb. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, sorry. And Liam Oliver. So basically, the story of this group with us started for solo and ensemble when we had we switched out tuba players. So when we did solo ensemble, we had Bryson Willoughby in the back. Bryson, can you stand up, please? Thank you. And to give Eli a fair chance, we decided we'd let him play in this for this. And the pieces we chose to play were Pirates of a film score series for brass quintet, Pirates of the Caribbean from the Disney series, and the Coldplay song Viva La Vida. That's the song we will be playing next, and thank you.
Good introduction. All right. So the group you see in front of you right now is the Norup International 7th grade band. As you can see, this band is huge, right? We have a really large 7th grade class. We have an excellent number of them participating in music across choir, band, and orchestra. This group of students has an absolute ton of energy, and we hope that we display that for you tonight through music. Our first piece is the Mission Impossible theme. Next, we're going to play a piece for you that is a little bit of a step toward the more classical repertoire in the fact that it's a march-style piece, and a concert march always has three things. It has an introduction, it has a couple of first strains, and it has a trio. So those three things usually you can almost map them out just by guessing. Measure 21 is going to be this, measure 43 is going to be that, and the end is going to be at measure 72. But this piece has an unusually short first, second strain, and then a very long trio section. And the coda is about 2/3 of the page, or at least very half. So we're excited to play this unusual tune for you. We hope you enjoy Swashbuckler's March. Our final piece tonight is going to be another classic rock tune that we're really excited for. This is a little bit of a throw ahead toward high school when the marching band will perform for you at the indoor concert. But this is the final Countdown. All right. At this point, I wanted to point out a couple of really cool things that are on stage in front of you and a couple of things that are back in our house in the Norup band room. We have a tambourine that the high school and Norup both received this year. Here it is. And it's created by a Michigan company called Black Swamp Percussion. And this tambourine is like a beautiful piece of artwork. And we were able to get 2 of them through our very generous Berkley Instrumental boosters. And I wanted to make a big thank you to that group. We also have a brand new, a 1-year-old set of chimes that you're going to hear tonight on our final piece. We have a brand new drum set that Dan McCourt of McCourt's Music was able to help us trade in through instruments that were beyond repair and get some fantastic items. And that just all goes to show that we have a wonderful community, a wonderful parent organization, and a wonderful set of business partners that really help our bands and our ensembles and our orchestras and choirs have all the tools to succeed. So we'd have a big round of applause for the Berkley Instrumental Boosters, McCourt's Music. They're fantastic. And they make the money to purchase these wonderful instruments and tools for our kids through fundraisers like Tag Days, through the Fruit and Nut Sale, and through 50/50 raffles that happen at every concert. We have some excellent parents that volunteered and sold you guys all the winning ticket. I'm sure they promised each one. And for the winning most ticket, we're going to have Mr. Gordy Oliva come on up, and we'll do a drawing and give somebody some money.
Hi there. You can applause. That's okay. Good. I like it. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay. So I want to echo the sentiment that Mr. Folmar had. We please take a look at the program that you were given tonight, and take a look and I want to acknowledge all the supporters that either place ads or shout outs or hellos or or whatever they did to help support all of this money that gets earned, raised by printing the program, is just goes right back into our kids. So thank you to all of the advertisers from the booster end. After 11 years of being in boosters, they still haven't kicked me out, number one, so that's a good thing. Number two, one of the people or groups of people that was not acknowledged was our administration. And in raising all the money that we do and the money that you help us raise, certainly that's a big help. But I will tell you that there is a district that is substantially funded down the road, a few miles, who has cut middle school band in half, which means when they get to high school, they're going to be half of what they used to be. And they did it because, presumably, for funding purposes. Our district does not do that. All right? So Dennis McDavid is out. Our superintendent is in the house tonight. Our district does not cut fine arts and performing arts, and closest to our heart is band. And so I thank from the bottom of my heart, it just warms me tremendously that we can put all of this into a program. And for those of you who don't know yet, also, we are hiring, the district is hiring a new director next year for a specific high school program. Mr. Folmar, as most of you probably know, is going to Norup for full-time. So not only are we not, there you go, that's good for everybody. So not only are we not cutting programs in this district, our administration found a way to hire more directors and more music teachers. So it's amazing, and thank you very much, Mr. McDavid, for doing that. And we thank all of our board members and all of our faculty and everybody who made that happen. Okay.
All right. So the band seated in front of you is the 8th grade band here at Norup. They're the the big people on campus, and they're about to clap their way or be clapped out of Norup as they graduate onto the high school. So it's a really special group. The amount of improvement from each individual of this group, from my first rehearsal with them in the fall to what you're about to hear tonight, has been drastic. And I can hardly take most of the credit for it. These students have really risen to the occasion time and time again to perform. They each have some very unique individual skills. You heard the quintet earlier, and I'd like to introduce Mr. Zachary Torrance to you right now. In addition to being a fantastic percussionist, he's also a very proficient piano player, and he's going to share with us some of his talent on the piece called Join Us for a Bite. So like I said, this is the 8th grade band, Kings of the School, and as that piece may imply, they have some energy. That was Spitfire Overture, and we're really excited to welcome you to this portion of the program with that much energy. We have some pieces tonight that the students have suggested, and some pieces that reflect back on all of our own childhoods as well. So some fond memories, some new exciting challenges, and all of that just for you. So our next piece we're going to play is a medley of Disney classics. So we hope you enjoy Disney. So the next piece we're going to play for you is actually a marching band arrangement of a tune. And it was recommended by a group of students. One student, after discussing it with his peers, got courageous and sent me the email and said, Mr. Folmar, this needs to happen at the spring concert. I went, oh, that's a neat tune. So I clicked the link to listen to it. And then I went, no, it's not. And it's not because it's not a great tune, but it's a grade 3.5. And in the world of music, grade half is about what fifth graders play after they get through part of their book and they're playing at the end of the year. Grade 1.5 is what sixth graders tend to play, maybe beginning of seventh grade. Seventh graders, grade 1.5, grade 2. Eighth graders, grade 2.5, maybe grade 3. High school, grade 3, grade 3.5, and when you get all the way up into symphonic band, you're looking at grades 4 and 5. Colleges play grade 6. So I see, I'm like, a marching band arrangement, grade 3.5, and we have probably the closest thing to a wind ensemble that we have in the district of Berkley, where each student is responsible for playing their own part. And there's not a lot of doubling up. And the students said, come on, we got to do it, we got to do it. And I went, guys, this is like, it's the spring concert. Come on, end of the year, have fun, yeah? But no, we want to do this tune. This is our fun. So they really worked their rear ends off. And I told them, I said, guys, no matter what's happening, we're playing it. No matter how it sounds, and it sounds pretty darn good, I think. They've done a lot of work, and we're excited to play for you Toto's Africa. So I would say that they held up their end of the bargain. Yeah? Now, I mentioned just a minute ago that this is probably the closest to a wind ensemble that any building in Berkeley has. And a wind ensemble is a concert band that's set up with one instrument per part. Okay, so there's nobody here to bail you out. You got to play your part, and you got to play it well, and you got to play it in balance with everybody else who's the only one playing their part. It's a lot of responsibility, a lot of personal attention to detail. So I took what instruments were doubled up and said, okay, now go find another instrument. And if you notice, we now have an army of percussionists in the back for this next piece because that's what the music calls for. And really the wind players that are remaining here are strong, and they're each playing their part. One clarinet 1, one clarinet 2, one clarinet 3, and so on. And some of our sections do that all the time, like flute and oboe, and they've become expert soloists in everything that they do. But also our wind players who join the percussion section really had to work with the percussionists who are always back there in preparing the instruments, using the correct technique, counting the rhythms. And it was really an exciting opportunity for collaboration and teamwork that our students were able to achieve. This next piece was suggested actually a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, by our tuba player, Mr. Eli. And he really enjoyed this piece and thought it would be a good fit for our band. And they've matured to the ability level where they're able to do an excellent job. So we hope you enjoy our final piece on tonight's concert. And saying the words final piece reminds me I didn't do one more thing. At Norup, we have a tradition of the 8th grade Outstanding Musicians. It's an award that's given out at the spring concert. So I am really excited to announce that these two musicians stand above their peers in their extracurricular music activities through studying privately with lessons teachers at expense of their practice time and their parents' wallet, pursuing challenges like auditioning for the All-State Band, which is one of the highest auditions bands you can get into in the state of Michigan, and then performing at the Michigan Music Conference in January in Grand Rapids, through establishing a brass quintet that has never existed in its full amount here at Norup. And just really being passionate about what they do and striving to do it well all the time. It's my pleasure to announce that the 8th grade Outstanding Musicians for the class, well, the 8th grade class of 2017 are Mr. Owen Pittman and Miss Annie Citron. Congratulations. Congratulations. Way to go. Okay. And now we hope that you enjoy our final piece for tonight, Torrents of Fire.